What else they got on TMZ? Um, oh my, and she asked him for a threesome. Man, why can't I get this lucky? Oh man. Okay. So more Nolan Wells stuff. Who'd you rather? I think I'm good with the. Oh no, I don't know if I want to cover this. This is just too heavy. Wife and 6 kids killed after husband accused of affair. Holy shit. I mean, we're here, I guess. Let me read this. A wife was allegedly murdered alongside her 6 kids 2 years after posting online that her husband was having an affair with a younger intern. According to law enforcement, Christopher Carroll Kiewicz, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, shot and killed his wife Mandy Carroll Kiewicz, and their 6 children on July 24th in their home in Grand Haven Township, Michigan. They say he then set their home on fire before shooting himself. Holy shit. The Detroit News reports that a Reddit account they independently verified was linked to Mandy based on matching details about marriage dates, kids' ages, jobs, where they lived, reveals the couple had a rough relationship and once accused Christopher of cheating. The account for username Mandy K1179 mentioned her husband's alleged affair back in 2024, commenting in a thread, "He was divorced and older than me. Fast forward 10 years and 5 kids, he was cheating with the intern again. The same age I was when I was the intern." Oh, shit. Whoa. So wait a second. She was okay with it when it was in her shoes. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I want to cover all this. Manny's post continued. After about a year of self-loathing, I remember crying and looking at myself in the mirror and realizing how expletive it was that I was the one who was living so miserably because of what he did. I finally realized that I had been the only person who has ever showed up for myself the whole entire time. The post explains she only stayed with her husband for the kids. I kept telling myself I love my kids more than I hate my husband right now. They have no idea. I faked it till we made it. We're in a much better place 4 years out, but it's still a fight to stay in a healthy place. Okay.
At Living Spaces, we believe in bringing you quality furniture at outstanding values. That's why we work tirelessly.
First, just to start with a statement on behalf of Sheriff DeBoer, the Sheriff's Office would like to first recognize the scope of this tragedy. This is far more than a news story. This situation personally impacts dozens, if not hundreds of people in the county. Our hearts go out to those families, the neighbors, the coworkers, the teachers, the students of Grand Haven Public Schools, and the friends of the victims. This is an unspeakable tragedy that we may never completely understand why it happened, but we'll do our best to find the answers and to honor the memory of those victims. I'll then go a little bit into the updated information here, and then from there I'll answer any questions that you guys might have. The Ottawa County Sheriff's Office is investigating the suspicious deaths of a family in Grand Haven Township. The investigation began on the morning of July 24th, 2026, when deputies were assisting the Grand Haven Township Fire Department on a house fire call. At approximately 11:42 a.m., sheriff's deputies and fire personnel went to this area in the 14900 block of Riverside Trail in Grand Haven Township after receiving a call for smoke showing from a residence in the area.
Man. I'll keep going.
Fire personnel began working to suppress the fire and entered the residence to check for victims. And at that time, numerous decedents were found inside the home, and sheriff's detectives began an investigation at that time. On-scene investigation showed that at least some of the decedents had gunshot wounds, and the initial number of decedents found inside was 8. 2 of them were adults and 6 of them were children.
That's crazy.
Since that time, Sheriff's Office detectives and investigators have continued to investigate, and forensic autopsies have been completed at Corewell Health Blodgett Hospital. The decedents have been positively identified at this point, and the cause and manner of death has been established.
Okay. So, okay. So this article mainly is talking about a Reddit post. I wonder if they're saying that's why he snapped. Here's the thing. I don't think a Reddit post is going to make someone snap. I think they probably had problems brewing the whole time. Because if she did it on Instagram, maybe that could cause someone to snap, especially if it got like 10 million views. But Reddit posts are usually anonymous. You don't put their name on there. You don't put their family stuff on there. You never know who makes Reddit posts. From what I know, every time I use Reddit, it's all like just random users, So my initial thought when seeing this was he probably snapped because she put him on blast on the internet. But I don't think it was because of that. It couldn't have been, because no one's going to put two and two together, or people that know them and be like, oh, that's so-and-so. Reddit is, unless if you're like an FBI agent, no one's going to know who posts stuff on Reddit, or unless someone hacked it. And again, she's just an everyday person posting her problem. If you go on Reddit, there's a million stories like this, where people complain about their cheating partner. Not this story. Well, okay, that a lot of these stories are popping up where families are getting killed by the husband or wives or whatever, which is crazy in itself. But I guess my first thought was it was because it was all over the internet, but it wasn't. So, because I don't think Reddit counts. Mandy's post continued. We're almost 5 years out and he's trying, but still struggles with defensiveness. But in general, am I happy? Yes. Wouldn't say I feel safety in my emotions because he still struggles with receiving my triggers without defensiveness, and that's slowing down my ability to regain my feelings for safety. Manny was 39. The kids' ages range from 5 to 15. RIP. Yeah, it wasn't because of the internet. It just, oh, man, that is just terrible. That is tragic. Life is precious, y'all. Life is precious. You never know what can happen. You never know. We are lucky to be alive every day. We are lucky to be alive every day. I could have been that kid. You could have been that wife. You could have been that husband. Anybody could have been. And obviously, you don't want to live life, thinking that every time you walk out the door, something bad might happen to you. But life is precious, y'all. Life is precious. Just pray to God and try your best to do right by people, because I just can't imagine, what to even make of all this. It's just like, and I don't know if it's my feed or out. Well, no, I went on TMZ, but I don't know, guys. Is it just because we're in the age of information? But we are seeing tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. This is like the fourth situation where the husband or the wife snapped and killed the whole family. Another one did that here in our backyard in LA. She was a woman and she killed her kids and husband, I believe. And then there's that military vet who killed all 6 of his kids and the wife. Goodness gracious. What gets to that point, It's just tragic. Like I said, man, life is precious, y'all. Just, all we can do is pray, man, and just hope there's an afterlife. Hopefully those kids are dancing in heaven, Hopefully they don't have any more pain and suffering. The wife, everybody. I don't know what to say about the husband. Obviously we resent him. you know. But I mean, this is just terrible. This is terrible. So, all right. On that note, I think I might be done for today, man. This is let's look at some IG reels and you know see what we got because yeah, that just was a mood killer. I'm talking about dirt bikes and freaky JP Morgan people, and now you see this, it's like holy moly. Um, all right, should I even go on TMZ again? I don't know if I should. Nolan Wells, another tragic story. Um, let me see. Um, yeah, no, I think we'll call it a day. Let's see what's on IG. Let's see what's on IG. Scroll a little bit. Doom scroll a little bit.
I'm a lot younger. You know,